So looking at the chart once more, we have this point up here from the daily time frame on we have this point and we have this internal area of resistance. So from yesterday, we all came to the conclusion that we have sellers sitting here. So sellers are sitting here. Okay. So the only way that we can leverage around this resistance is to see the sellers become weak. How do we know they will become weak? We need a bullish close above the sellers. So within this candle here, can you see that, Ben?
Yeah, I can see it.
This daily candle, you see, is very big.
Yeah.
So we get that close above the sellers. So this resistance here means that sellers are active here. Okay. So now that we have a body close above them, the meaning is that the sellers are weak and therefore buyers will be in control above the sellers. So which is above this whole zone. But we are using the red line to represent that as our precision support resistance. Okay.
Yeah.
And we are putting it exactly on the red line because if you even check it into the back here, this area, you will see that exactly price from up here hit the red line and moved up. Went above it and bought.
So please, how do we get the red line? How do we determine the red line?
I just put it there. I just picked it. It's inside the tools here, the left side. I use the horizontal line and I put it there. Okay. On the trading view. Good. So I put it
I'm
exactly where
asking
it
that
was.
how
Mhm.
I
What?
think
I'm
she's
asking
trying
how
to say that how did you came about that this red line would be where it is?
That's what I'm showing you now. I'm saying that from here, price came to hit this place and it pushed up, it bought. See the move up. Okay. So from this point, the first hit here, I put a red line here. The meaning of this is there are buyers here. Okay, buyers are here. That's why price sold to this point and there is a bullish candle. 1, 2. It moved up. Okay, so it means there are buyers sitting here. Now, the next time price now came down to the same place, it hit and broke through the buyers and came down with another small red candle, but it also moved up again. And on the same red line, look at the second green candle here. Price pushed up. Okay, the next candle price pushed up. So the meaning of this is below this red line is you see the body of the red candle goes inside the red line, like below the red line. So it's telling us that above the red line, we can have buyers take control. And below the red line, sellers will take control. Do you get the point now? Do you get the point?
I
Is
think
she
it's
here?
a network.
Oh,
Yeah, I think a network.
okay. So then, but we can only use this to be able to be sure of this entire area. We have to wait and see. another time, if price comes there, what will happen? Now we see price come again, but it closed body below. You see this big body. Okay, the moment the momentum candle came down and closed, the next candle opened, went up a little bit, hit the red line, and dropped. Okay, and we got this whole move to the downside here. Ben, do you see that?
Yes,
This
yes.
is what is validating that below the red line, sellers will be in charge. Now, let's see another thing. Price now go up again, hitting the red line exactly. What did we see? Price drops. It sells off to the down here. Have you seen that too?
Yeah.
Good. Now,
But if my network is disturbing.
okay. Now, after that sell off, now price go up, and then we see a close above that red line. So above it, we are saying buyers will be in charge. Below it, sellers will be in charge. Now, above it, then we see bullish candles pushing up. Okay, so at this point, we got indication that above it, buyers will be in charge. So this is the indication. Okay, so because the most current indication was here. Okay, then price sells, and then it comes to the same place again, sell. Then we now get a bullish close and multiple candles above, which is a bullish indication. After the bullish indication, we get corrective, which price drops. Below it is a sell. Price sells. You can see this candle's wick went and precisely retested the red line and then dropped down. So this thing we are seeing here is just telling us that above the red line is bullish and then below it is bearish. It's simple. Price goes up again, hit it, drop. Hit it, drop. Okay. Hit it again, drop. Hit it, drop a little, but we get a close body above it. This body close above it is another indication. So we should be looking now to buy above the red line. That's what we should be looking for. Okay. And we've also already explained that there are sellers here. That's why price is hitting there and dropping. So now that we've closed above the sellers, we can now find buys. So that is the original analysis we did yesterday. I don't know if Uchena, do you remember? The video is there.
Yes, sir.
Is she in the meeting? Okay. Welcome. Good. So that was the original analysis we did yesterday. So now let's go to 8 hour and see. So on the 8 hour, this was the indication of close above, current indication. Now price drops down to give us the correction. You see the retest. When it dropped down, it came more down to this place, but it rejected and closed above the red line. This rejection is a sign that the buyers are very strong here. Okay. Now it goes up and breaks structure, takes this previous high out. Okay. Then we get another drop for drop down again. Price drops down. When it dropped, we get a small body close below the red line. This is a sign that we can have sales. This small body close is a sign that we can have sales below the red line. Okay, but quickly price moved up Now, let's see. It drops again, but stays and only stays above the red line. Hit the red line, we see a bullish engulfing that takes price up. Price drops down again, hit the same red line, and then now we are seeing a bullish engulfing. Okay, on the 8 hour. So this is what is telling us that we are bullish now. Okay, so we are, for now, we are bullish because we are failing to go below the red line. But now let's go to 4 hour and then see what is happening on 4 hour. This is from the bigger time frames. So let's go to 4 hour. So on 4 hour, we can still see the bearish indication here, which is good. But internally here, we can see that there is relative equal highs or sellers here. And yesterday, this move got a body close above that place. Okay, so this is the indication we had yesterday that we were going to go bullish. We were going to go bullish. Okay, so we have the indication a close above the sellers internally here. Now, this drop is a corrective. Okay, corrective. So once we go above that same place again, we should expect price to keep pushing to the upside, at least up to here. That is the expectation. But let's go to 1 hour. But the reason why we were looking for sales, okay, instead of our original buy setup. Let me show you that. And it's perfectly fine. You will not get everything right all the time. Okay, sometimes you will leave your original setup and then go and follow another one because you saw something else. And sometimes too, it's because of the market. You want to be too sure so that you don't miss the entry or you don't fail, that you end up now failing. Okay, and then but all is not lost because you can go back to your original setup and get your recovery or make your profit back. So that's the way the market is. But from the higher time frame, there is nothing showing us here right now that we should go bearish. Okay, up to this point, at least up to this point. So now let's see it this way. Now we have our PSR here, and we have this internal range highs, which we can say sellers are very active at this place. We have that. So now we need a body close above the sellers in order for us to look for buys. Without that, we cannot look for buys. Okay, buying from below here is okay, but only above the red line. If you want to buy from here, you should get a good entry. In the middle here, if you are entering buys here right now, it might be difficult. But we need the close above here, the sellers here, full close, and a retest. Then we can join the buy. Okay, a full close and a retest. Then we can now join the buy safely. Else, you might enter, and let's say you enter, and the sellers here now push price down. What will you do? You are caught up. And if price pushes down again, the next target is likely going to be the red line again. Then it will look like price is just ranging up, down, up, down. Okay, so we need another full closure above the sellers. Then we will look for the retest and then we can join the buy. Okay, around here. But we got this head and a shoulder pattern. Let me draw that for us to see. we were having this head and a shoulder. This is a low, a high, a lower high. Price was supposed to move up. It gave us a right shoulder here. Going up, price dropped and swept both the right shoulder and the head and the left shoulder to the downside. This head and the shoulder pattern failed. Now we got another head and a shoulder. Price gave us a low, a high, and a lower low head. We go up, we hit a neck, drop back to form a right shoulder, hit the neckline, a neckline again, drop back to form another right shoulder, and then we move up and we are at the neck line again. Okay, so watch it carefully. Okay, we are at the neckline again. Are you guys seeing that?
Yes.
Perfect. We are at the neckline again. Good. So we need, let me use a line to draw this neck. In the yesterday's live analysis, I told you guys that we need price to be below this trend line in order for price to sell. As long as it stays above, we should be looking for buys. So that is one aspect. Okay. Now the other aspect is that we had we had this head and a shoulder two here, high, low, and higher highs. Head. Now we came down to get to the neck, and neck. Price hit, moves up, makes a right shoulder, breaks the right shoulder, break of structure, pushes back to test and sweep liquidity above the right shoulder, and we got a fall. Okay, we got a fall. Now, after the fall, price moves up to retest and got another fall, another break of structure. Okay, but this break of structure on this 1 hour gave us a close below this red line here. Okay, so this close is very, very, very important. We need to pay attention to it. Okay, this close is very, very, very important. Though on the higher time frame, they look like a wick, but here is very important on the 1 hour. So we got this break of structure, this close here. Now, after getting this close, what we need is a pullback. Then we should expect price to rather drop. Okay, after getting this indication here, what we needed was a pullback, and then price should drop to sell. But it looks like for 3 times, anytime price drops into this place, pulls up, drop, then it goes up again, rejects. It did another one, goes up, drop down, and then reject or move up again. Okay, so this is what is stopping price from selling. Okay, but originally, this pair should have gone down because we got this indication. Okay, so you can see that the whole thing is about buyers and sellers are fighting. And it's true because if you look at this whole place, it's a whole sheet of consolidation. This whole place is just consolidating. So that's why we are having both a buying patterns and selling setups all together. That's what we're having. Okay, so now when this this happened, initially we should be having, or we're having, this bullish head and shoulder also. Low, high, lower, low. So this was a bullish head and shoulder. Neck, price drops to form a right shoulder here. So let me put this neck line here. Let me put this neck line here. Okay. Good. So price goes up, drops down. It should have only tested the right shoulder, then it will go up for this bullish head and shoulder pattern to hold. But instead, it dropped down to test the right shoulder. When it was going up, it got stopped by the sellers that were at this level. And then price dropped down, swept the right shoulder, and also swept the head. I don't know if you guys can see this thing right now. So they crashed the head. Crashing the head means that the bullish head and the shoulder pattern here has been invalidated. Okay, they crashed the head. Now, when they crashed the head, it also formed another bullish head and a shoulder, which is this low, high, and then a lower low, which is the head, neckline, and then we have right shoulder. Now, price goes up and breaks the neckline. Let me draw it well. Breaks the neckline. Just monitor the way I'm just drawing everything. This was the first hit, right? Yeah, good. Let me clear the earlier lines so that we will have clarity. Good. So price breaks up, go up. Okay. It should have just come down to retest. We break up. We should just retest here and continue to go up. Instead, so yesterday, the buy entry we were looking at was somewhere here inside this fair value gap or this other block. Okay, so from this area here, you could see that price drops. Look at the bearish candle. 1, 2, very big bearish candles that crashed this other block. Price dropped and swept into this place. The problem I'm having right now is, why did price come all the way to hit the right shoulder again? Because from experience, I've seen that the moment the right shoulder is being hit many times, or the moment we are getting indication below the right shoulder, it's a sign that it's becoming weak. Okay, so though we did not take the right shoulder out completely, but you see, look at it. We did not take it out completely, okay? But price hit it, move up, give a bearish engulfing or indication to hit it again, and then pushed up, stayed above this PSR, and then moved up. So for me, and from the little experience I have, anytime I see that the right shoulder is being targeted like this, in a bullish head and a shoulder that is supposed to take price up, okay, like that, that becomes a problem. I can show you other setups that I saw that happen, and then price did not buy. Okay, it rather sold. So this is the reason why my mind got changed about this whole buy setup. Okay, this bearish indication, this bearish candles here, plus hitting the right shoulder, 100% of the right shoulder. That is the reason why I wasn't so convinced about the buy again. Okay, so we need price to be above here in order to go bullish. If price fails to go up to go bullish, it's very likely it will target here again. And because of price hitting the right shoulder here, okay, it will make it invalid and we will now have the sell. This will fake everyone that might be trying to buy. Okay. Guys, are you with me? Are you getting what I'm trying to explain? Are you getting me? Uchenna, are you here? Are you with me?
I'm here, sir.
Are you with me? Like, are you following what I'm sharing?
Yes, sir.
Because we need the understanding. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
good. Thank you for that. It encourages me. Okay, so it looks like um what is happening here is very, 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 very funny. Okay, so though we have on a higher time frame a bullish break and retest, on the smaller time frame, the thing is showing us that it wants to sell. So, okay, so from the higher time frame, we need to be below this red line in order to sell. But we can find an early entry before price finally closes below this red line, if indeed it's going to sell. And what is really confusing me or kind of changing my mind about the buy is this move here. This move shouldn't have come all the way down to close at par with the right shoulder. Let's not forget that already this head was and this right shoulder was invalidated. Okay, it was invalidated. We have had an invalidated head and right shoulder already. And now we are targeting this right shoulder again. So what shows that we might not be caught up? Price might not drop to crash us. Okay, so we have to be smart. So it's okay, probably trying to get an entry in the middle here and losing. That's perfectly fine. Okay, I'm not worried about that. Okay, but we want a setup that is going to give us maximum movement or pips. We are not scalpers. Okay, well, I'm not a scalper. I don't know about you. Okay, I'm not doing scalping. And I'm not just doing scalping. I want a set to frame. I mean, it's not about even losing or winning the trade. We want to know we are right. We want to know we understand what the market is doing based on the concept we are using. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's not about the losing or the winning. We are not here
Mm.
to beat the market. Okay, it's not about that. So, uh, the knowledge is the most important thing here. Okay. Another thing is that if you look at this whole pattern here, what does it look like? This pattern. Does it not look like a flag for you guys? Is it not looking like a flag? Like here. Here, this the
Yeah.
this is the pole and this is the head of the flag. Does it not look like that? Hmm?
Yeah. Like,
Jose, you say what?
yeah, it looks like.
Yes. Let's see. Bearish. Okay. So these are some of the examples of a bearish flag. I want to get a very correct one to show us. Okay, is it not like this? Price drops down, but now pulls up. Okay, and then what else can I find? Like this, price drops down and then consolidate up, up, up. One, two, three, four, five, fifth one, boom, could drop. Okay. Price drops down. One, two, three, four, five, six. Or price drops down. One, two, three, four, five. Boom, it could drop. Okay, so this could be a very deceiving setup. Okay, it could be a very deceiving setup. The other thing also is that when price dropped here, so on the 1 hour, we have indication below this red line. Indication. Okay, so if we look at from here, this point, we use the FIB to measure. Price goes up and drops to 78.6%. It moves up to 50, drops back to 61, goes back to 38, drops back to 61, and is right now price is on 50%. We need price to stay below 50% in order to sell. Okay, if as long as price stays below 50%, this is the same setup I did on gold last Friday. It's a similar setup. I think you can find this video, the analysis on gold. You can find it on this exclusive market analysis 10. This neckline is not here. It's exclusive market analysis 10. This one. You can find it and watch it. Okay. Oh my God. Yeah, how are you, sir? Should have a 15-minute close. Okay, this is the setup I did on gold. Right. Yeah. Okay, so but we need this candle to close by engulfing. So I kept saying in that video that I need price to stay below 50%, below 50%. Okay, below 50%, below 50%. So we have to just take our time for the trade. Okay, it's doing a very tough consolidation. The knowledge and the understanding is important to the winning of, because if we take this trade, our TP1 is going to be here, and TP2 is going to be somewhere here if it is going to fall. And it is the TP1 and TP2 that is going to give the daily time frame confirmation of the sell. By the time it gets to TP1, TP2, we are already out, and we will wait for pullback and continue to sell. We are making this is trading. We are making money. Okay. I hope you guys are getting my point. So we
Yeah.
are not looking at just like a scalp trade, like small. No, 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 no. We are not looking. We are looking at a setup that you take and you can drive the market to move for you as well. Let's say if we measure this whole move leg up to here, if we get a breakout of this flag and we are going to get the same movement. Look at the pips. Look at the movement. Okay, that's not small. Okay, so we need to really, 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 really. So look at the 4 hour. Ben, did I close the trade? I think yes. It went up, hit up, rejects, and it's within the range now. Okay, so after this big bullish. Okay, so look at the trade. Can someone tell us that stop loss was fully hit? Yes, price wick to the tip of it. But normally, if you are taking this setup, your stop loss should be above the highs. So, in actual sense, stop loss is not hit for the trade. And we are back to the counter trend line. We are back below. If we stay below, and like I'm showing you here, if we stay below the 50%, if we stay below the 50%, it's going to drop. Okay. The moment we get this high, sellers fully swept into 38, then we know we are done. We know we are done. We can't sell it again. Okay. And we need that to happen so that price will drop back. Price will drop back to retest, and then we can join the buy. We will join the buy. Okay, from here. If that happens, we will be okay. We will now join the buy. We will not sell. So it's either we sell here or we wait, price moves up, clear all the sellers, drops back to retest, and then we join the buy. And if we are buying, we are targeting up here. So look at the move. If we sell, we target somewhere here. Look at the movement, the pips. Look at the risk to reward ratio of the trade. Okay, so whether a buy or a sell, we are going to really get a very good risk to reward. Okay, we're going to really get a very good risk to reward. Any questions up to this? And we have few minutes for this session to close. So I'm not worried at all. Let me go to the lower time frame to see where we were framing the entry and it kept going up. So on this is 30 minutes now. I think on 30 minutes, we were able to get